This is an FCI FC7200 system that's been having issues with the aux power because of an intermittent short. On top of that, the display stopped working. Luckily, cycling the power by unplugging this connector cleared that. And here's the aux power circuit that's currently disconnected from the power supply. The circuit from the power supply wasn't currently shorted, so we're going to open up the backplane and get a look behind here. We found the circuit disconnected behind the backplane also, and it's actually shorted right now. So what we're going to need to do, if we hook these up, there's going to be a short across the power supply. So we're going to put a resistor in series with one leg of the power feed going out to the smoke detector. Here we have the negatives connected together, and in series with a positive leg is a 4.7K resistor, which will limit the short circuit current. Because of the current limiting resistor, we now have 27 volts on the output of the relay. We're going to take a couple more measurements just so we have some data. Measuring the voltage drop across the series resistor, we're getting about 21.75. So we should have about 5 volts going on the circuit out to the detectors. Now we're measuring the output voltage on the circuit that leaves the panel and goes to the sounder bases, and we are in fact getting about 5.24 volts. This is a 3-story building with 8 apartments, so we went up to the second level. We're going to take this apart. This is the SLC. We won't be messing with that. There's our aux power. We'll measure from there. We didn't read any voltage at that first detector, so now we move to the south end of the building. We'll take this one apart. Maybe it's closer to the fire panel where we can get a voltage reading. And we still don't have a voltage reading, so we still got to get closer to the fire panel. We moved over to the north end of the building, took it apart, still don't read voltage, so the short is between us and the fire panel. So we're going to go down to the first level and check an apartment down there. From this location on the first level, we did read voltage from the panel, and the other cable had an intermittent short. We removed the back box, took a look above the ceiling to see if we could see what's going on up there. I see they use metal staples, and when we wiggle the cable around, it fluctuates wildly from dead short to 600 ohms and then up to mega ohms. We stuck our camera up there, trying as far as we could see what's going on, but we're not able to get above the ceiling because there's a hard ceiling. We isolated the intermittent shorted cable between the living room and the bedroom. So we've disconnected both ends, we tagged the cable in yellow, and now we're going to have to string a temporary cable across the floor between the detectors, and then we're going to test the system to see if that solves it. After doing some testing and confirming the system works and is in normal condition now, we're going to string this cable across the ceiling until new wire can be fished, or perhaps wire mold is going to have to be installed between the two detectors. Finally, we'll button up the fire alarm panel and see that it has restored to normal condition.